Why do people hate Bunny? Now, I will be trying to do this sort of thing with every character. It's just Bunny is very contentious, I suppose we could say. And a lot of people are in love with Bunny, and a lot of people are just outright had it with Bunny and Bunny players. And it's actually gotten to a point where some people have quit playing because they're getting hate for playing as Bunny. Why is this? Now, Bunny is a very good character. Don't get me wrong, she's very good. She has a very unique niche within the game. It's a very powerful niche, and she does it very well. And this is clearing out the trash, essentially. You could actually argue she is very, very capable in this area. I personally would argue she is the second best thing in the game for clearing trash. What's the first best thing, you ask? Turning the damn game off and going outside. Though I am pretty damn sure this would count as heresy at this point. Like, God. Anyway, reason number one as to why people don't like Bunny. It's boring. Now, please note, I didn't say she's boring or whatever. It's boring. As someone who has played Bunny, I do find playing her boring. However, obviously the people that play Bunny don't find playing her boring. So what do I mean by it's boring? It's boring for everyone else. Go on to Kingston Defense. If you've got a Bunny, I find it very ironic at the moment where we get told not to AFK farm. But if you're doing like Kingston Defense and there's a Bunny in your group, up till like wave 14, you have no choice but to AFK farm because Bunny do everything and it's boring. Vesper's Defense, same again. Sterile Lands, Kuiper Mine unblocking. Bunny will just, you're AFK farming involuntarily because there is a Bunny in your group. It is so boring for everyone else. Rule number 2, I like to call these the Bunny bullies. And it's quite simply, Bunny is very, very good at clearing trash mobs, especially low-level trash mobs. You can get her to be a pretty serious contender in the end game, and I have seen this. However, these are also people that have played basically exclusively Bunny from the start of the game, probably have more time in the game than me. They've got like 10 crystals in her. Generally speaking, it's an unrealistic build for casual players. For the casual player, Bunny is never really going to be a top pick for endgame. I'm not saying she can't do endgame, but she's not like up there. For endgame, she's like high B, low A, and there's characters in the endgame that can absolutely decimate. Freyna, Glay, Valby, Ajax is just really handy to have in any situation, to be perfectly honest. Lepic is clearing hard bosses in like 5 seconds. Bunny can't do anything within her toolkit that really allows you to excel at endgame, mostly just because like 90% of this game is stand here and defend a point. Bunny kind of struggles doing this unless she just stands there and jumps, like you can see the Bunny on the game I'm playing is currently doing. So what is a Bunny bully? Well, they'll go into like Kingston Defense and they'll just zip around, and then the moment they're unable to kill anything because enemy scaling, they just straight up leave. Like, they're only there for the easy bits to make themselves look good, and then they leave, not knowing the fact that the rest of their team probably could carry them to wave 21. I've had it a few times on Vesper's Defense. I quite like farming Vesper's Defense for a nice chill XP farm. I'm aware it's not the best, but it's something I like doing, and on occasion I'll get a Bunny. After like 7 waves, the Bunny can't handle it anymore and they want to dip. I can solo carry a trash team to wave 21 on Vesper's Defense with my Glay. Easily. The Bunny wants to dip though. It just wants to pick on the little things, but the moment something can even remotely hit back, they dive. Because there's like some weird follower mentality that the moment someone clicks abort, everyone's like, oh yeah, we'll get out. Push. Push. Don't let the Bunny bullies distract you. Don't let it. Squishy and or no guns. Now, this technically could be 2 points, however, they really do coincide with each other. There are, on occasion, those bunnies that like to push, and I respect those bunnies. I really do. They trying to keep run around doing the zappy, clear out what trash mobs there are and leave the bigger, tankier things to the rest of their team. Good bunny. I like this. But they're still really squishy, so they die a lot, which now means the other players need to compromise their position, normally within an Ajax little bubble thing or behind one of his shields or wherever it is they're going, and they need to go and face dive into a group of enemies to try and revive the bunny, just in case you're low on the death count. This could potentially cause 2 deaths rather than 1. This could be solved if the bunny, rather than continue to run around and do its zappy thing, actually invested a little bit of time into their weapons, because from what I've seen, most bunnies don't. They don't actually invest into a lot of their weapons. They invest solely into their character, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. But weapons are handy as well. Most other characters are doing just fine with weapons. Like, it's quite simple, really. Invest some time in your weapons, stick with your team, and shoot stuff. You'd probably get further. Like, I admire the bunnies that stick around and want to continue fighting. That's a good thing, but you do it in a really stupid manner, guys. Next one's a bit weird. Voice lines. And I confess, I never knew that wanting to punch a voice line is a serious negative emotion, like genuinely. Now, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't mind it if it wasn't for the fact that literally every mission, every 2 seconds, I hear, out of the way! It's just like, it makes me so angry. I don't know if I can deal with it anymore. I mean, I've already got PTSD, but this is, oh my god. Like, I'm pretty sure the next time I'm walking down the street and someone goes, excuse me, I'm gonna turn around and slap them. It really is so triggering. It's, oh my god. I can't even give like a proper explanation as to why this is horrible, other than I hate it. I think everyone I know actively hates it, and it's just, oh. I'm aware you can turn like character voices off, but I like hearing some of the other ones. I don't want to like alter my entire gaming experience just because there's one obnoxious character that the vast majority of the player base plays that also doesn't shut the fuck up. For the last one on this list, and this is going to be more of a case of a few rotten apples spoil the bunch, which is basically going to be the same. However, like 99% of the negative interactions I've had in this game have come from bunny players. I don't know what it is. Maybe someone somewhere told the bunny players that they're special and they believed it. But the vast majority of bunny players that I have met are dicks. Now, I'm aware I'm one as well, but I'm also not a bunny player, so that immediately gives me 1 point. I think with nearly 200 hours in game, I've met one nice, good bunny player. That's it. I have met so many more that makes you question why it's illegal to hit people in the jaw with a breeze block. Now again, I'm aware it's not all, and probably there's going to be a few bunny mains that watch this video and be like, hey, I'm fucking lovely, what are you on about? Sure. Tell that to, I don't know, the 9 million other bunnies who think they are God's gift to Green Earth. Though on the flip side to this, maybe it just feels this way because there's so goddamn many bunny players. Like, obviously, the more bunny players there are, the more likely you are to run into dickheads. Obviously. Anyway, that is going to cover why, or what I understand to be the big problems as to why people are hating on Bunny at the moment. This isn't intended to be like a negative review of Bunny or Bunny players. I'm just hopefully going to be clearing this one up. Obviously, like I said, I will be trying to do this with every character because I am seeing a lot of people just hating on random characters for random reasons. And some players of those characters seem completely oblivious as to why. Like, I've actually spoken to a few bunny players who had no idea how boring they make the game for other players, especially at the lower levels. So, hopefully this clears things up. Have fun, good luck, don't die, it's bad for the health.